Good morning, and thank you for joining us today on our YouTube page. Today we have a very, very special guest that's here to talk to us about what they do for Goodwill and some of the services that they offer. But before we get into our guest, I want to leave you with our contact information, just in case you want any more information about anything you hear, or if you want to share some resources with us. I also want to leave you guys with our mission statement. Our mission statement is to improve the lives of people with disabilities or other disadvantages through employment, training, and job placement opportunities. If you hear any of this information, you want any more information on it, please feel free to contact us at www.goodwillnwohio.com. You can email us at goodwilljcc@goodwillnwohio.com. You can reach us on Facebook at Goodwill Now or at Goodwill JCC. You can call us at 419-255-0070, extension 3104, or you can come and visit us at the Madison location or at the DeVoe location. And you can visit us there from 8:30 to 4:30 every day, Monday through Friday. So that's here if you hear any of this information, you want more information about it, or if you have any questions about anything we're discussing today. Without further ado, let's just get right to our guest, and I'll let him introduce himself.
Good morning, Charles. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good, sir. Thank you for joining us.
No problem. My name is Jason A. Dixon. I am a success coach with the Goodwill Skill Up to Move Up team, and I'm glad to be here with you.
Thank you so much again for joining us. So we're just going to jump straight into it. Two parts to the first thing you said. First off, can you explain to us what a career coach is, and can you also explain to us what exactly is the Skill Up to Move Up team does, and what is it all about?
Mm-hmm. Well, as a success coach, I get the opportunity to work with potential participants of the Skill Up to Move Up grant to help them remove any barriers that they may be experiencing in their life, whether it be health, well-being, education, financial. So I really get the opportunity to help those individuals identify barriers in their lives, and then develop a strategy, a plan of action to help them overcome those barriers and achieve their goals. Simply put, it's all about helping them win the game. As a coach, you know what that means, and I like to put things in layman's terms. I like to help people figure out a strategy to help them go win the game, because really, I mean, life is a game, and either you winning or you losing. And so as a success coach, I like to help them be put in a position to be successful, and that includes overcoming some of the barriers that they may have prevalent in their lives.
So can you talk about some of those barriers for our listeners who may be interested, but may feel like they're the only ones that's going through these barriers? So can you talk about some of the things that some of the participants are going through?
Definitely. So I'll just give some specific examples throughout this process, and we've been working on the grant since January of 2020, and we've seen people who've had barriers that involve transportation, barriers that involve getting their children childcare, which has been a big issue, especially with COVID going on. We've had people who just wanted to find a new career. They've kind of felt stuck in their situation, and they wanted to pursue better, to do more, but just didn't know how to do it. You know, people who worked on their job for years that were laid off, people who didn't have a job, people who were, couch surfing, which, is basically homeless, people who just really didn't know where to go. And so throughout this process, we've seen the whole gamut of barriers that people are experiencing, especially during this time. And I think COVID has just kind of exacerbated those barriers. And so throughout this process, we've seen people just deal with a lot of different things. But the beautiful thing about it is that even with all that's going on, people who've wanted to pursue more, they've actually done it. They've, um, rolled up their sleeves and said, you know what, this is what life is right now, and I just got to go and pursue my goals and my dreams, and I can't let anything stand in my way. So we've seen a lot of people take that mindset, and they're doing a great job.
That's awesome. So, can you give me an example of how you help alleviate, or some of the resources that you guys have to help alleviate some of these issues that they're facing?
Definitely. Well, as a part of the Skill Up to Move Up team, we get the opportunity to identify those people who qualify for the grant. Then we take them through a process. They have to go through our orientation, which we talk a little bit more about Skill Up to Move Up. Then we take them through our boot camp, and that boot camp gets them prepared to enter into the short-term training, which we have a cohort that's going on right now. It's actually our first cohort. It's for the production or certified production technician. I believe we have 5 people who are going through that training right now. It's an 8-week training. And after that, they'll be certified as production technicians, which is big because that'll open up a lot of opportunities for them to go and pursue their goals and their dreams. And those individuals, I believe the other day, they actually became nationally certified in the safety portion of that. So all 5 of them passed the test. And it's just a great opportunity. And we're excited to see them move forward. But that's really the gist of what we do. We help people really get into positions where they can pursue their dreams. And we have more than just certified production technician training. I believe we're going to be starting a forklift training in August. We also have other programs that we focus on that aren't currently, we don't currently have classes right now, but we will down the road, hopefully.
Congratulations on all the success that you guys are having.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You know about success, though. You know what success looks like.
Yeah, I do know what it looks like, but I also know how hard it is to get to it.
Right. Yeah. It's not easy, man. It's a process.
Right, especially when you dealing with others. It's one thing to go out and set a goal for yourself and to try to attain it, but when you set a collective goal for a whole bunch of individuals that's coming from different backgrounds, had different things going on, different barriers that they're facing, and to be able to come through, especially on the first tryout, to have a class is huge. I actually had the opportunity to visit some of the sessions, and it's a great session for those who are listening. You get to know a lot of information, and you also get to network with people who are very, very connected in the community, who actually have the intel on some of these jobs that we all try to find and all try to go after. They actually know people that can get you in, and with that certification, that definitely give you a bigger foot in the door, especially when you know somebody, then you certified as some other stuff that other people are not certified in. I mean, you definitely look the part a lot more. So that is awesome.
Yep, definitely. Hit the nail on the head, man. Yeah,
so again, congratulations on the success. So when you are talking about these clients, I know it's some financial requirements that they must meet, but what do these clients look like? Can anybody be a participant, or do you have to be a certain age, a certain gender? If I were listening to this and I said, man, you know what, this sounds like something I want to be a part of, what would be my next step to contact you?
That's a great question. And it's not a complicated process, but there are some eligibility requirements that people have to go through. So it's not just open to anybody. One of the requirements is that you have to have a child that's under the age of 18. You have to be a legal guardian or have custody of that child. You also have to be under 200% of the poverty level in terms of like your income. And we can give more specifics on what that looks like once the individual begins that process. They have to be a resident of Lucas County. We've had a couple of people who were excited about beginning the program, but they weren't residents of Lucas County, and so that was a barrier. So there is an eligibility process that people have to go through, which we will take them through once they fill out that interest flyer. And we actually have an interest flyer posted on the JCC Facebook page, the Job Connection Center Facebook page, where people can go to. And it's actually a flyer posted that's highlighting the second cohort of the certified production training that we're going to be starting in September, I believe September 21st. So if people want to look for that flyer on the site and then click on the link, and it'll take them directly to the interest flyer where they can fill out that information.
Man, that is great information. I appreciate you stopping by and sharing that. I appreciate all that you're doing for the community.
Thank you, man.
And congratulations again on your success with those 5. But before I let you go, one question I always like to ask everybody. Well, kind of it's a 2-part question. One, can you please just give us a success story? And also, with that success story, can you just describe how it made the individual feel and how did it make you feel as the coach when they had that success?
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a couple of success stories, and I actually highlight one person. I can't say that person's name, obviously, but I will tell you this person started with Skill Up to Move Up. They were kind of a pioneer in a lot of ways because they were at our first orientation. They were there from day one, and we took them through the process. I actually inherited this participant from another one of the success coaches. I just felt the connection with this person and wanted to really work with them. And so we started working, and, as a coach, man, it's just like the same process, man. We went through practice, we went through the training, the workouts, the same thing. And so we identified his barriers. We identified his goals, what he wanted to accomplish. We had a lot of great conversations, but the next step was really giving him, first of all, the confidence and the tools to begin to put those actions or those the plans in place. So we helped him identify his goals. He actually got a job making around $16 an hour. He's still working that job. At the beginning, we had some transportation barriers, which we had to overcome. But he never stopped. He never let that get in his way. He was very, very determined, very motivated, very ambitious, and he's still going strong. So that's definitely a success story. One of many. We have other success coaches who are doing great things, but that's just one of my successes right there.
And as a coach, as a person that kind of walked them through that process and been there from day one, how did that make you feel? As like you said, I'm a coach. I work in the community as well, and I know sometimes you have your wins and you have your losses, but when you get that win, it makes it just feel all worth it. So can you just talk about how did that make you feel, especially with it this being somebody who was there from the beginning? So just about as a coach, how did that make you feel?
Great question, man. And again, like you said, we can relate. We understand because we've coached sports. And honestly, man, it just felt like it felt gratifying. As a coach, coaching sports, you really, you're more than just a coach, right? You're helping players win games. And at the end of the day, as important as it is to us, it's really not that important, right? The bigger wins, come when you have players come back and tell you how much you helped them do well in school, how you kept keep them motivated and encouraged at home. And so with this particular situation, it was like I was more excited and more gratified because I was helping somebody win in life. Not so much win a game, but win in life. I was helping a person identify their passion, their goals, their dreams, and pursue that. And so for me, that was really exciting and really gratifying because that person was actually, pursuing what they said they wanted to do.
Right. And it was just, I feel like it's just so important for our listeners to hear that perspective from us as coaches, so they will know that we're just as vested as they are. That we take their barriers and we take their struggles, we take them home, and it's just it becomes a part of us. It becomes a part of our motivation, becomes something that we think about. So this is not the type of program where we necessarily work a 9 to 5. I mean, this is 24/7, 365. Our clients become our family. They become they become a part of us, and they become something we think about. They're constantly on our mind. They're constantly the focus, and I think it's just important for future clients to hear that we're not people that's just here to work a job. I mean, this is our passion. This is what we care about, and be able to work with people like you and be able to work like that. That's passionate about helping, that's passionate about making a difference. And it's so needed in this community. And our community is so needed in the time that we're in right now. Things are crazy. So when you're able to find a resource, especially a good resource like this, I just wanted to make sure we was able to highlight that for you guys. So we can help you guys get more people in, so we can help you guys continue to grow this thing, because it's a beautiful thing, and it has a potential to really be impactful in our community, and hopefully it could be something that could spread. Like you were saying, there's places in different counties that would like this service, so hopefully this could be something that could spread, and you guys can be the leaders and the upfront people about this process. So thank you for all you do, man. Thank you for taking time out your busy schedule to join us.
No problem.
And for our listeners, contact us. If you are interested, you can contact us on our Facebook page. You can contact us on the information I left at the beginning. You can just call the Goodwill. We can connect you to the success coach, and we can get you started on that, started down that path of success. So I'm definitely going to let you go, man. Again, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
And if there's anything that we could do in the future, just let us know, man.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
To our listeners, have a wonderful, wonderful, productive day, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you.